The crystal skull. Crystalline quartz is enjoying an immense resurgence in popularity for its alleged spiritual properties. This same mineral also fascinated our ancestors. The Greeks called it crystallos, or clear ice. In Egypt, as far back as 4000 BC, the foreheads of the deceased were adorned with a third eye of crystalline quartz that was presumed to enable the soul to see the way to eternity. Traditionally, the preferred material for crystal balls used by seers and psychics has always been pure rock crystal. But the most extraordinary quartz object known is Mitchell-Hodges' so-called crystal skull, whose origin is variously attributed to the Aztecs, Mayans, or Atlanteans. Its discovery was also highly controversial. According to certain sources, it was found in 1927 by a 17-year-old girl, Anna, adopted daughter of adventurer and wanderer F.A. Mitchell-Hodges, while digging among the ruins of Lubantun, the city of fallen stones, in the jungles of British Honduras. After 3 years of excavation at the ancient Mayan archaeological site, Anna unearthed the life-size rock crystal skull lying among the rubble of an altar and an adjoining wall. A jawbone belonging to the same artifact was discovered about 8 meters away 3 months later. Mitchell-Hodges' team carried out extensive excavations in the area and made an enormous contribution to our current body of artifacts and knowledge about pre-Columbian civilization in the New World. But Mitchell-Hodges was also known as an ardent believer in the veracity of the legend of Atlantis. Indeed, it was primarily his belief that it was possible to confirm the existence of a connection between Atlantis and the Maya that prompted him to challenge the jungles of Central America. The rock crystal, unfortunately, cannot be dated by conventional systems. However, Hewlett-Packard Laboratories, which studied the mysterious skull, estimated that its completion would require a minimum of 300 years of work by a series of enormously talented craftsmen. In terms of hardness, rock crystal is only slightly inferior to diamond. Why was this piece of non-local stone considered of such value that the people who worked it, whatever it was, took 3 centuries to patiently polish it? The mystery of the crystal skull deepened even more when the 2 pieces were attached and the movable jaw was seen to articulate with the rest of the skull, creating the effect of a human skull opening and closing its mouth. It is possible that the skull was maneuvered by temple priests as an oracle and divination tool. Other properties attributed to the crystal skull are even more exceptional. It appears that the frontal lobe, for example, sometimes tarnishes, acquiring a milky hue. At other times it emits an almost ghostly aura, strong and with a slight straw tone, similar to the halo of the moon. This could be the result of an overexcited imagination, or stimulated by an inherent power of the skull itself. In fact, those who remain in contact with it for long periods of time report eerie sensory experiences that include ethereal sounds and even ghostly apparitions. The visual impact of the skull is hypnotic, even to a skeptic. Whatever its properties, at any rate, it does not appear that a mortal curse against its possessor is part of it. Mitchell-Hodges, for his part, never detached himself from the skull for more than 30 years, during which time he escaped 3 stabbings and 8 gunshot wounds. Before he died on June 12, 1949, he left the crystal skull and its mysterious legacy in his will to his own adopted daughter, who had found it. The skull, estimated to be worth $25,000, remained private property.